So, you want to learn how to make trees in Minecraft and go from this to this. In 4 simple steps, I'm going to show you how you can create your own tree design efficiently and beautifully. So, let's get into it. First things first, out of the 4 steps, the first step is to get your reference image. Now, you can just search up on Google dead tree silhouette, and then you can find plenty of images. I just searched up dead tree. Look at this. This is already a perfect image. Now I already went and downloaded this. You can just alt-tab between Minecraft and Google, but if you want a better thing, you can download Axiom, and then you can go into Axiom's menu. You go to Files, open Reference Image, choose the reference image, so mine is called Tree, and then go back into Minecraft. Once you're back in Minecraft, you should see the reference image has popped up. Make it bigger, whatever size you want. Normally keep it around this size. Show in Game UI, borderless, and there you go. You should have the photo on top. Now it looks a bit ugly with my minimap, but this is fine. The second step is to recreate the main structure of the tree. So, for the one right, the second silhouette from the left, we're going to recreate that tree. So, the first step is either A, if you have Axiom, take the path tool, set your multiple points. So I see the tree is getting a bit curved and then going back. So I'm going to take 3 points, take it one like that, one like that. That's my main structure. Next, I want to expand the base. How I expand the base is by going override radius, put the radius around 4, 4 is a good number. Second point, usually 2 is a good number, although 3 can work also for bigger models. And for the last one, that's not a branch, override radius, I put it to 1. There we go. Main structure of our tree. Make sure that we actually changed our block. There we go. So that's our main structure of our tree. Now with the branches. The branches, you're going to want to take this, multiple points, 3 points, and then take your points and put them as you want. So I'm going to put my points, instead of Cadmial ROM spline, I'm going to choose DDA, and then I'm going to put my points right around here. Now the third step, the branches, it's a bit difficult to get right. You kind of have to go with the flow a bit, but just go with what you see. So I see this one goes actually arcing like that, so I'm actually going to bring it lower down, and it arches all the way down, like it stays straight, kind of, and then like that. Something among those lines. Maybe make this one go a bit down, change the line to camel ROM. Actually, I prefer DDA. Let's stick with that. And there we go. So that's our first branch. Next, we'll get another branch out. Repeat this process until you feel as if until you're satisfied. If you got here, please like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. And check out my Patreon down in the description. Now, one important thing to note is that they're all going to be around different Y levels. They're never going to be around the same Y level. See, that looks a bit odd since it's at the same Y level, but let's just stick with it, see how it goes. Now I'm going to make another branch sticking out from here. Maybe a short branch this time, so I'll delete this point and just put a branch going like something among these lines. Put this one to override radius, override to 1, something like that. Maybe bring it a bit more inside. Yep, like that. Perfect. I'm thinking from here we add one more branch going out like this, and then that's it. So let's do that. something like that. But I think it looks a bit odd. Now, this comes from a very common problem that is actually done in this tree and in this tree. What's going on is that this branch right, this middle part trunk, is actually too many branches are coming from directly from there. So what we can do is we can actually just manually lower this. I see that this tree can do something. So from here, it looks a bit odd. Now this is because it doesn't have details. It doesn't have really smaller branches, more details. So to do this, you need to find a block that is in a similar palette. So for these ones, I use deep slate. I would recommend using cobble deep slate if you're using pale wood, but if you're using something like spruce logs, you can use, if you go into the color picker, you can use dark oak planks, so dark oak slabs, dark oak stairs, dark oak fences, and so you just go around doing this, and if you want, you can enlarge, make the base larger. That's what I like doing sometimes, even though it's a bit unrealistic. It just makes it pop out a bit more. And then you just add walls wherever you feel like it. And also, you make this more defined. So normally I like adding walls on each one of the branches. And so now the final step, once you're done adding these details to the branches and to the main base, which I did not do, what you can do is you can add smaller branches. So coming out from the tree, you just spam blocks, like so, and just add these small branches, and it can add just a lot of character to your build. So I'm just going to go around and do that, and then come back once I'm done. And so something like that. And so my build went from something that's not complete garbage, but pretty bad, to something that's presentable. And the key thing here is that if you really want to make your designs really look like the real thing, you need to spend more time. These trees did not take, like, this one probably took like 2 minutes, but this one took me 20 minutes. This one took me an hour to 2 hours. It's all about taking your time. And I cannot emphasize that enough. You need to take your time, be creative, and add extra details into it, and just go where your heart takes you. The longer that you take, the better it gets. And so, with something of a bigger scale, you can actually do that. You can add more of those details and you can make it look better. However, if you're not playing with Axiom, it's going to take a while. The same tricks are applied to make that big tree that I have over there. So let's start. So for example, if I want to do the base, I go here, override radius, put it to maybe, I don't know, 7. Add here, let's say, make sure it's Catmull ROM spline. There we go. Make it a bit lower, maybe. Override radius, maybe let's make it a 3. And then here, a bit down, override radius, let's make it 2, if I can. There we go, 2. And then here, let's make this a override radius 1. So there we go, we created a small design already, and then we can make our bridges from there. And actually, here's a neat little trick. If you put a shape tool, get our shape tool out, if you put a shape in the middle of this, choose Metaball, it'll actually do something, it'll actually connect the ground with your building. So what you can do is you can set the range, how you want it, and then it'll connect the bottom to the trunk, which can be helpful at times. You just need to be more careful with it. This looks very spherical, like a sphere, and you just need to play around, right? And so from here on out, you just go with the path tool and set different like branches, getting out, and just keep with that same same thing of just adding smaller branches, more details, uh, and just going with the flow. Just keep on doing this, and eventually you'll get a tree that looks like this. Keep on doing that. Keep on practicing, and mostly just spend as much time as you want to create these trees. The more time that you spend, the better that you will get. If you got this far in the video, I thank you, and check out my other videos about steampunk and detailing. That would mean a lot to me. Thank you.